Hi everyone, this is Chris from Touchpoint, and I'm excited to show you how to set up the new giving pages in Touchpoint. This is the second video of a three-part series. The first video gives you an overview of features, and the third video will show you how to migrate from the old giving to the new giving. So let's jump in. Let's start with email templates. Emails are now organized under the administration menu and special content under email templates. There's a total of 7 emails related to online giving. 5 of those templates are managed here, and you'll see one for one-time giving, pledge setup, recurring giving setup, as well as if someone cancels a recurring gift or if a recurring giving has an end date. The other 2 emails are managed under HTML content, and they use this current system-generated emails. In a later post, we will tell you how to migrate those to using the new email template builder, but that will come at a later time. You can find these templates and manage them by clicking on them and editing them for your church, dropping in your own logo, your own branding, or you can just use them to create your own templates from scratch and just copy the replacement codes that you'll see in these templates provided for you. You'll notice they are all organized under the role Giving Email Templates, which is important to note. Next, let's go over to Settings. You'll notice that all the finance and contribution settings are now managed under a new tab called Finance, and I want to point out 3 different sections to you. This new section around donor covers fees is where you would set the ACH base fee and percentage fee, as well as credit card base and percentage, and you can decide whether to turn this feature on and have it on by default, which would mean the box would already be checked for your donors. The second thing I want to call to your attention is under under Online Giving, there's the ability to set a minimum and a maximum gift. This is not necessary, but it will give a cleaner error message than the message that is often provided by your transaction processor. So it's recommended that you find out what those minimum and maximum gifts are and you set those here for your donors. The third thing is under recurring, you have the option to either disable monthly or weekly and turn on 2 options that are not on by default for quarterly and annual. You can turn on as many as you'd like or as few as you'd like. The page is optimized to use 4, which works really well on mobile. If you use more than that, it will turn this list into a drop-down. So that's everything related to the new settings. The next is on the fund management page. Under administration, you can go to fund management, and there's some new settings here. You're familiar with the sort order, which is what will be used to determine the order of the funds on the page. But there are new settings here for allowing an end date for recurring giving. This is something you can set optionally by fund. This is an existing setting for pledging, whether you want to allow pledging for a particular fund. And then this is a new setting for notes, allowing you to select which funds a donor can set a note for a one-time gift. You can set those here easily by clicking on the Edit button. Now let's move over to the online giving setup where you actually create the pages. This is found under Administration, under Setup, a new option here called Online Giving. It will take you to this page where you can set up as many pages as you'd like. Maybe a page per campus, or if you have particular initiatives or ministries that want specific giving pages, you can set up as many of these as you'd like. On this page, you can see a summary of all the pages as well as the public URL, and you can enable or disable pages as well as set what your default page is, which I'll talk about more in the third video. If you click on the green button, it will allow you to create a new page, so let's do that and go over to create a new page and walk through those settings. So in this case, I'm going to pretend that this demo church has a downtown campus, and so I'm going to type in downtown as the page name. You'll notice that automatically pre-populates the page URL. You can set that to anything you'd like here right now. So if I just want to abbreviate that to DT, I can. Once you set this once, you are not able to change this. You can disable this page and have it redirect to the new page. So think about what you want that URL to be when you set this up. That is to prevent there from being broken links. You can determine whether you want to have recurring, one-time, and pledging, or some other combination. You can set your page shell. This list will now pull from any special content files with the tag shell on them, and we've provided 3 shells, a standard shell light, and a standard shell with background for your easy convenience that you can customize, or you can use one that you already have. You can set the default fund. So for this case, I'm going to use the budget local operation, and then any other funds that you want, like the benevolence fund, or let's say we want to add world missions. You can set as many funds as you'd like. You can do a entry point, which for the sake of this, I'll just set as other. URL redirect. This is if a page is no longer active, you can set which page this inactive giving page would redirect to. In the case that you have pages you want to discontinue, you would want anybody that has that URL to be able to quickly be redirected to the correct new page. You can set a campus as well as make that page the default for people with that campus location. And you can choose to show the pledge summary on the different tabs. Now let's move over to communications. Because I selected for this to be pledging, one-time, and recurring, you'll see options for all 3 of those, and these are the 4 emails that we had provided. These pull in based on the role that was set for giving confirmation emails. So I'm going to set this one to be the pledge setup, the one-time giving, recurring giving canceled, and recurring confirmation email. You can set different emails for different pages, and so you can customize those for different funds or different initiatives that you have going on in your church. You can also choose who the email is coming from. So in this case, I'll just pick Touchpoint Support. And you'll know here from the tooltip that the confirmation email comes from the first name selected, and everyone else in the list will receive an email notification. Top text is if you want additional text to show up underneath the title of the page on the page, and then you simply click Save to submit your giving page. It's that easy to set up, and hopefully you all will enjoy the new pages. Check out the next video that will tell you how to transition to the new giving page from the current legacy system. Thank you.